During these virus-shaken days, many of us are seeking for online guidance on the yogic path. Numerous online courses pop up and it seems like business with virtual consultant and practice videos is blooming. Self-practice surely is an often neglected virtue in our modern times, as the option and possibilities to join yoga classes around the globe are endless. And yet, self-practice is a fortitude. Every yogi should practice and cherish, not only in the times of COVID-19. So we suggest and guide you to follow ancient yoga, which is simple and authentic from years, which is standard method to practice for beginners and also to become expert in yoga. We refer a old book about Yogasana, where you will get the deep knowledge, but always follow yoga from expert recommendation only. The practice of yoga has been thought to date back to pre-Vedic Indian tradition, possibly in the Indus Valley civilization around 3000 BCE. Yoga is mentioned in the Rig Veda and also referenced in the Upanishad, though it most likely developed as a systematic study around 5th and 6th century BCE in ancient Indian aesthetics and Shramana movements. The chronology of the earliest texts describing yoga practice is unclear, varyingly credited to the Upanishad. The Yoga Sutra of Patanjali dated from the 2nd century BCE and gained prominence in the West in the 20th century after being first introduced by Swami Vivekananda. Hatha Yoga texts began to emerge sometime between the 9th and 11th century with the origin in Tantras. In the video, you will find a lot of essential information about this and other Indian yoga traditions, interesting for beginners and long-term practitioners alike. As Swami Sundarananda gave interview on yoga and his eightfold path of practice, take your time and explore ancient yogic path with us. Swami Sundarananda is a man of many skill and deep knowledge. He is a yogi, mountaineer, naturalist, climate activist, and a well-known photographer who has spent a chunk of time photographing and documenting the Himalayas. As the student of Swami Tapovan Maharaj, his fascination for the Himalayas began after he read his master's book Himagiri Vihar, Wandering in the Himalayas. In this interview, Swamiji gives us insight into yogic philosophy and why it is important for yogis to be regularly committed to their practice. The interview is from our book Sudankulan des Yoga, which was published in Germany by Random House, Irsiana. At what age did you start practicing yoga? In this body, I started practicing at the age of 19. I began with Yama and went on to practice all the 8 limbs of yoga: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. Over the years, I have been practicing about 300 asana and 52 pranayamas. Could you give us a few suggestions on what a beginner of yoga should be aware of? You must clean your nerves, your mind, your heart, and your stomach. The first thing you must do practice yoga is to correct your food habit. Only food that helps the body should be eaten. Proper food brings inner power. Meat, fish, and animal food is not compatible with yoga. Breakfast is an important meal, and the meal should be eaten regularly. If you wake up to eat at night, you will not get proper sleep. The first thing you must do practice yoga is to correct your food habits. The second thing is to maintain a regular practice. There is a time to do everything. There is a time for sleep, a time for work, a time to eat, and a time to practice yoga. That is what a real yogi does. I practice for 3 hours daily, and everyone who come here to learn will also do the same. The nervous system is the inner map of the body. To clean the nervous system, you should practice pranayama. Practicing a mantra cleans the heart and the mind, but you must be steady in your practice. If you stick your practice regularly, the mantra will definitely prove true. How often should yoga be practiced? Yoga has to be practiced and repeated every day. There is no fixed amount of time that one has to dedicate it to the practice. You can practice as much as you like. The practice should be regular as that powers control. Just like the river Ganga constantly flows, so does my practice. What do you think about the development of modern yoga? People place too much emphasis on asanas now. Asanas are necessary, but they are only one part and they have to be combined with everything else. I consider teaching only asana without dhyana, that is meditation, to be a great mistake. Meditation is a necessity for a real yogi. There are many people that learn a few asana and they feel they can write books about yoga. That is misguided. That is not yoga. Nowadays, yoga has become a business, but it is a holy thing, a godly thing. The first yogi was Lord Shiva, and yoga was transmitted all the way to Patanjali, life after life. Yoga has been transmitted and it should continue to do so. Any god this country has seen came to exist through man. As there were men before, so do the rishis. And so did my masters. I was very lucky to have learned yoga from him. It is very difficult to find real yogi like my masters. At that time, there were many great masters. Now I see only few really great teachers. The problem is that yoga has become more of a business. When I was learning, yoga was taught freely, which is something that I still do now. If you want to come to my class, I will teach you openly and freely, just like my master taught me. There is no business involved. I have many foreigners coming to my classes, which is next to the river Ganga. Whenever yoga is a business, I do not go there. If the business aspect is taken out, then I am willing to stay. This, for me, is the correct way of yoga. My real master is my inner heart, and it is here with me all the time. What has yoga given to you? My practice has given me happiness. I do not have any future plans anymore. I am completely happy. Through practicing dhyana, samadhi can be attained. Samadhi brings a state of inner quiet and constant happiness. A real yogi has a quiet mind all the time, regardless of the work they are doing. Even if I am breaking stones, my mind is still and silent. When the practice is constant, it brings inner happiness.
Yoga still here. Yoga means still. No go down, no go up. Asana, pranayam, this is your exercise. Body exercise. Body one day finish. Your exercise also finish. This exercise, inner exercise, not full happiness come.
The inner exercise
Yes, inner exercise.
is where the happiness is.
That is main yoga.
That is the main yoga.
I am mantra through practice. Mantra very powerful. Mantra protection. Mantra guidance. Good route come. Mantra through. Mantra all time protection helping. Push, push, push. Now, in sky, water inner, all place scientists go.